Every action rewires the brain. Imagine your mind as a wild forest. Every time you take action, you blaze a trail through it. Walk it again. The trail gets clearer. Stop walking it. Hesitation grows over it, like weeds, until the path disappears. Dopamine. That's the trail marker spray paint, telling your brain, this way again, this way feels good. So when you sit frozen, not acting, you're literally training your nervous system to worship nothingness. Addicted to status. That's the dead swamp. And you've escaped swamps before. You can escape this one too. Now the big picture, life itself is electricity. Every thought is an electrical ripple across the universe. Do nothing, and you collapse into incoherence. Move, take action, and you sync with the resonance of creation itself. Hesitation is incoherent geometry. Action restores coherence. Think of tying your shoelaces. First time you sucked at it, you fumbled, but action rewired the circuit. Now, you could do it drunk, blindfolded, with one hand. Same with courage. Same with making decisions. Action writes the code. Hesitation deletes it. A blacksmith doesn't stand staring at cold iron, worrying if it'll bend right. He hammers. Fire, strike, reshape. Each strike is an action, and each strike changes matter. Your brain is the forge. Your choices the hammer. Hesitation. That's standing there, holding the hammer while the fire goes out. That's how you end up with useless iron. Science gives you the receipts. Neuroplasticity. Synapses that fire together wire together. Delay, and you wire hesitation. Act, and you wire momentum. Simple as that. If you act, you become a walking avalanche. Momentum builds, compounding, unstoppable. You look back in 5 years and laugh at the small shit you once hesitated over. If you don't act, you calcify. A statue of wasted potential covered in pigeon shit. That's the karmic bill of hesitation. The world moves on, while you rot in maybe. Why afraid? Because action invites judgment. What will people think? But here's the trick. People are too busy, drowning in their own hesitation to notice yours. And the ones who judge, they're just mirrors of the fear you already carry. You pace them, then lead them. When you move, you give them permission to move too. So let's model how you already do this. You breathe without hesitation. That's action. You eat when hungry. That's action. You scratch when itchy. That's unconscious competence. Now expand it. Make the call. Launch the project. Say the words. Each small act is a synaptic vote. Enough votes and your identity shifts. You stop being someone who hesitates and start being someone who acts. Confusion isn't failure. Confusion is the open window in the brain where the new wiring sneaks in. Erickson used confusion to slip past resistance. Same with you. When you're stuck, don't freeze. That stuckness is just your brain waiting for you to supply the next action. The patterns we get stuck in: overthinking, analysis paralysis, waiting for perfect timing, avoiding discomfort, outsourcing power to other people's opinions. Break them by interrupting with an action so small it feels almost stupid. Move a glass from one table to another. Send a single text. 1. Strike at the iron. The brain doesn't care how big. It just wants motion. So every second you hesitate, you train yourself to worship decay. Every action you take, you train yourself to create worlds. Your life is a ledger. +1 for action, -1 for hesitation. In 5 years, that balance sheet will define you, either as a creator or a coward. So act, even if messy, especially if messy, because hesitation is a slow suicide. Action is resurrection.